everybody, welcome back to Season 2 of XCOM 2. We've got a ton of mods installed. I'm not even gonna cover them all because that'll take an hour. But there is a link below that you will be able to click on. Some of the notable ones are improved AI, we've got different classes, we have different enemy types, we have hidden potential, so not all the soldiers' stats are gonna be the same. And I actually like what the author did with that, because he put in like some maximums and stuff so that people don't get too crazy. One of the really like hot topics was the Advanced Warfare Center. I've decided not to use it, and the reason I don't want to use the retroactive Advanced Warfare Center is because when we get one of those special perks, it should be just that. I think it should be special. And we'll build it early on. Hopefully a lot of people benefit from it. We're gonna have a lot more soldiers in this campaign because we're gonna be using a fatigue mod, so we can't bring out the same soldiers all the time. And speaking of, we have over 1,000 soldiers in the pool. I'm pretty excited to see how that goes. One of the worries was how are the timed missions gonna go? And what I've done is I experimented a little bit with the configurable mission timers, but I think what I'm gonna do is use the true concealment, I believe it's called, where the timer won't start until you're revealed, and that should account for having more enemies out there, and I don't think we're gonna have the issues that I was anticipating previously. Well, if we have to adjust that as we go, I'll definitely just try to pay as close attention to it as I possibly can. What else? There's like a ton of cosmetic mods. There are, it's tons. There's tons of mods, and it's gonna be really fun. It's gonna feel like a whole new game. So, without further ado, let's get going. We're gonna do a new game. We're gonna do Legend, obviously. We're gonna do Reduced Beginner Voiceover. And I think I'm gonna do like an Honest Man campaign here. I'm really worried about Iron Man because of all the mods that we're using. And if something crashes or gets corrupted or whatever, I don't want that to ruin all of our progress. So if people die, that's just how it's gonna be. I'm not gonna be reloading or anything like that. But this at least gives us like that kind of backup in case something terrible goes down. So here we go.
Now that we've got a foothold,
here we go. This is the first 4.
We're heading into the city center to take down a public target, something that will get people's attention. Neutralize any security forces in the area. Keep your heads down.
This is exciting. I'm pumped. That kind of looks like Hulk Hogan. Wouldn't be surprised, actually. With the bandana and everything. Uh-oh, who's that? Looks like a Polo wannabe. This'll be interesting. Let's get our introductions.
Menace 1-5, we have a fix on the target. Move to place the X4 charges at the designated position.
Okay, so we have Edward Pike, not Hulk Hogan. We have Thomas Keller. Very cool. We've got Chewie Chupacabra Baron. That's cool. And Cassandra Pentagast, Seeker. This name seems very familiar, and I'm thinking that she's from a previous run that we've done. I think. Like in like old XCOM. I'm not sure. We'll have to see.
Moving out.
Now, do we have any... Oh, we do have a big building here that we could potentially use.
Confirmed.
For high ground.
Almost confirmed.
These beginning missions, like... I've had, I would say about 1/3 of them go well. And we really need to have a successful one here because this is very difficult with only 4 soldiers and all of the enemy groups being one bigger. It's like insane.
I'm on it. Scanning lead. I don't think we're alone out here.
What do you see over there? I was hoping to maybe take some high ground advantage, but that may not work out the way I'm hoping.
These guys
okay, there's our first group.
Advent forces we've dealt with. They're disciplined and well equipped, but their obedience makes them predictable. Roger that.
I wonder if they would
Verstanden. Bewege mich
move
zum Ziel.
towards us here.
Position confirmed.
Let's drop an Overwatch and see if they patrol towards us or away from
I've
us.
got my Ausschau going. Halte die Augen offen.
Yeah, they're definitely coming this way. We may be able to engage on this. These guys all have like decent shots from here, but if we don't kill them, then we're standing out in the open-ish. If I move Edward over here, maybe do we wait to see if they come just a little bit closer? We put Pike over there. We could put Keller on this one, and at least they have half cover if they go to this side.
On Overwatch. Bestätigt. Überwachung läuft.
Let's see. Yeah, they're coming. Oh god. Oh my god. That's actually even better because we can hit all 4 of them now with the grenade because they're all so close. So I actually think that we should just set these guys up for Overwatches. Seeker, just be cool. Love if the grenade could kill one of them, but if it can't, it's not your fault.
Here, catch.
Nice. Now come on, boys. Clean this group up. Save Cassandra. Come on, you guys can do this. Yes. Yes. Yes.
There you go.
Wir sind die Besten.
Okay. Well, this squad's officially awesome. This squad is great. that was actually really cool. Okay, let's move over here. We've got eyes.
Menace 1-5. You're
We
near
have eyes
the
on
target
anything else,
position.
though. We're still gonna have like the regular groups. We're gonna have an officer. We're gonna have Sectoid,
Scanning.
just with more enemies inside of them, inside the
All
groups.
right, I'll go.
Kein Problem.
I hope it's worth it.
I'm almost wondering if we should have Cassandra go
Let's
and
move
find a group
already.
and then try and just run them back towards
Moving
where we
to
currently
Overwatch.
are.
Covering now.
Quiet. Do you hear something?
I mean, we might have one like coming towards us. We actually do. Here we go. Close.
Missed.
Come on, run this way. Run this way.
The
Run this
advent
way.
officers seem more capable than the grunts.
Yes.
We're not sure whether it comes up to training or stricter mind control.
Oh, beautiful. We need these advantages when we can get them. Okay. Pike, take the shot. Nice job. It's okay. That's okay. That's plenty of damage. Keller, see if you can finish him.
So wird's gemacht.
And unfortunately, Chewy Baron cannot see any others. So what I want to do is I want to break vision. I want these guys to come towards us.
Tired of waiting around.
Scanning.
There
we go.
Covering now.
Come on, officer. Oh, the officer's... Oh, really? He's gonna mark. Yeah, he's marking. But as long as we can survive this shot... Oh, not even necessary. Not
Okay, so I
even
got one.
necessary. Now, if we don't kill him, we've installed a mod where they will call for reinforcements, which is absolutely terrifying, let's be honest. Do we have a shot from here? With this new, we've installed the gotcha mod. It'll show us when they're flanked, which is obviously really helpful. I think we just gotta go for this. We have to kill him. Oh, but yeah, see, sometimes it's still wrong. That sucks. That's really unfortunate. However, these are definite flanks, and our shot chances are going to be fantastic. I say it's worth taking the risk of bringing these guys out into the open to try and take down this officer. Great start. Let's bring Keller over.
Positive.
Let's go. Finish him, Keller. Yeah, boy.
So almost outside.
Whew. Okay. So, I don't want to jinx anything. This is going well so far. Oh no, the other group's just walking right into us.
Although they bear some resemblance
This is perfect.
to Sectoid's first encounter with the invasion, their genetic structure now includes human DNA. They are stronger than ever.
This is working better than it should be at this point, but... Now, apparently, because of the different AI mod that we have, these sectoids are going to be slightly less predictable. And, I hope they don't stick around long enough for that to happen, but I think what they would probably end up doing is if they have an opportunity to flank a soldier, they'd probably go for it.
It's still moving.
You know, I would expect them to still try and raise some of the dead around here. I could bring Keller down. Can use the full cover. Is this really worth it? This is the last group, right? So, may actually be worth it. But this is like flank central if we don't move. So I'm gonna move Baron over. Come on now. There we go, there we go, there we go. How many kills do these guys have already? Let's see. Keller has 4. Pike has 1. Chupacabra, he's got 3. And what about Seeker? Oh, no, you know who she is? She is from, she's from Dragon Age. I don't know why. I was like, that's why that name is so familiar. That's funny. I mean, the only thing I can really do here to be of use this turn is throw a grenade. So I'm gonna do that. Hopefully. Oh, and he got the 4. My God. Okay. Now, hopefully he does go ahead and try to raise one of the dead, because we don't have, like, great chances to hit him. And I'm hoping that he doesn't have a flank. I mean, if he could come down here, which he can, actually, he may run up to this tree, and we would be flanked there. That would be really bad if that were to happen. Oh, we can reach him. We saw it there. Why were we able to reach him? Look at that. Sometimes the way, like, grenades bounce around, well, I'm doing it.
Throwing grenade.
We don't have any grenade mods, by the way. We kept that all pretty status quo. See what he does. Like, he's taking it. Look at this.
I can't get my bearings.
Oh no. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. Okay. So typically, they would almost exclusively go for like the reanimation. So it's pretty cool that they didn't. Chupa. I think we just toss the grenade.
Area is secure. We're not
There we
picking
go.
up any inbound contacts. Scanners are clear. -15, we have a limited window to act before Advent responds. We need to get those charges planted on the double. On it!
So I know that actually did... We should probably have just tried to kill him
Here I come.
so that we could at least get some weapon mods, but you know what? I'm just glad that everybody's alive,
What's over there?
to be totally honest.
Schon unterwegs.
It's really
All
honestly
right,
not that
I'll go.
common on this first mission with these settings and these mods to have this go as
Good to
well. So I'm okay with that.
Tired of waiting around.
Come get some.
Bitte Feuerschutz. Overwatch.
-15, we have a limited window to act before Advent responds. We need to get those charges planted on the double.
All right, let's go, Keller. It's all yours. We did it. The high ground was like the best possible thing that could have happened to us.
Rendezvous at the extraction point. Status confirmed. Squad is clear. Detonating charges.
The nice thing is, like, we have fatigue, but usually after the first mission, we have quite a few times, or quite a few days between the next mission. So maybe we can bring out some of these guys again. We'll have to see. Because trying to get some early promotions, I think, is going to be the key to victory here. Move the furthest didn't count for some reason. That's weird. There will probably be some strange things that occur. Total luck, offensive and defensive. Team rating, common luckers. Is it going to show us anything else? Cassandra Pentagast shots. 1-0. Cool. Alien total shots. Total shots to Overwatch. I like this additional information on the screen here. Yeah, we got a couple of lucky drops there. Just the way that they grouped up.
Let's hope they all go that smooth, Commander. Great
Yeah,
work.
seriously. 8 days, 8 days, 9 days, 9 days. Chupacabra and Swipe. It's incredible. All right. So, here we go. This is our first, this is a new class. It's a rogue class. And it looks like when the squad is revealed, this soldier remains concealed. So they get this all the time just for being a rogue, I guess. And then blindside, flanking shots with SMGs add 1 extra damage, extra flanking accuracy, and less normal accuracy. And okay, so blindside does these few things for the rogue class, and we're gonna have to equip him with an SMG, which it looks like he's already got. And we're gonna have to focus on staying concealed, flanking, and everything else though, every other regular shot that's not a flank is gonna have less than normal accuracy. So that'll be fun. Pentagast,
Just like
Seeker.
it sounds,
Great
our
name for a sniper.
sharpshooters engage enemy targets with pinpoint accuracy from extreme range. They're also trained in pistol marksmanship for the occasional close encounter.
That's cool. All right, so we got some squad sight. Keller,
The Ranger
yeah.
serves as our primary reconnaissance unit, capable
suits
of
you.
moving independently in concealment while engaging enemies at close range.
really does suit you. The one mod which I still haven't added, actually, is the sword rebalances. And I think what I'm going to end up doing is just giving them a buff to, like, their accuracy. And then I could build out some sword-based rangers, because otherwise I just won't use them. There is the katana pack. The only thing I don't like is that you get access to all the katanas right away, and I'd like to unlock them, like, how we have to do with all the other swords. So, yeah. Nice, Grenadier.
Serving as our demolitions experts, the Grenadiers provide heavy ordnance delivery whenever and wherever we need it.
Beautiful. All right, so we've got a grenade. That's going to be really helpful. And we've got a sniper. We've got a new rogue, and we have a ranger. The only thing we don't have is a specialist right now. And there's another one that I grabbed. I think it's the trooper, maybe?
Commander to the research labs.
Commander to the research labs. One of the coolest mods that I really like is this tech tree mod, which, you know, it totally doesn't fit, like, the look of XCOM, but it's really helpful, so I don't have to keep a giant notepad.
Maybe once this is all over, we should take this ship and go colonize one of their planets.
So yeah, I just think it's really helpful to see like what's gonna lead to what. But early on, I don't think I'm gonna change too much with the research.
Impressive, isn't it? Capable of generating immense power. Yet
I
completely
think we'll
harmless.
probably skip most of the cutscenes because you've probably all seen them like multiple times. Now, this one is actually not as easy of a choice for me. Modular weapons, because people have fatigue and we're gonna have a lot more soldiers, it's not as appealing. Whereas something like alien biotech, which leads very soon to, let's see, alien biotech, right here. Then we can go to muton autopsies and then advanced grenade launchers. That's really helpful. We obviously don't have any mutons yet, so it would be crazy to do that. The other thing is, do we really want to go to plated armor and nanoscale vests? Not really. So we pretty much will just stick with the modular weapons.
I do find...
We'll bounce over to engineering, and we're going to build our first facility, and of course it's in the top right, which is terrible. Where's our power coils? We got one on 3rd level, 4th level. But we are going to need to clear some of these out, so hopefully that works out for us. But we can either build a guerrilla tactics school or a workshop. I don't think it makes sense to build anything other than guerrilla tactics, so that's what we're gonna do.
Tactics school construction initiated.
And then hopefully we can get an
I'm
engineer.
hoping we find a few more recruits who can handle a wrench. I could use the help.
And then let's take a look at our soldiers here. So, the 4 that we took out, Cassandra, Edward, Thomas, and Chewie. By the way, for people that are actually in the campaign, then cool. Feel free to write like journals for your soldiers and stuff. For those that are not in the pool and you notice that people are not writing them, then feel free to write. But yeah, so we've got Yuri Masamoon, and we have a mod so that we can just do all customization options right off the bat. We've got Mitch King Nichols, very cool. Oh, that's cool. Leonard Snake Eye Biscamp. I like that. With the eye patch and the baklava, or the balaclava. Lucy Diamonds Easterbrook. She looks a little bit down on her luck. Jorge Luis Funes Borges. We've got this. I actually remember seeing this person in the pool, so it's funny that they're in. We don't know anything about this person. We'll go and read the biographies. I just want to go through this quick. Paulina Nova, Corentin Gwenader Le Gwenec, Mia Frost Liang, Marcus Karak Bowl, Sean Shadow Parker. Cool. Sean Parker, that's the, isn't that the Napster guy? Adam Aceless Berger, Joseph Crazy Dude Zach. It's like 2 first names. William Voper Edwards. Oh, that looks cool. I like that. Jenny Jenks Carter. Oh my god, Jenny. What, you're wearing like snowboarding goggles? Oh my god. Welcome to the squad. Jaco Alpha Q Deadput. That's an interesting look. I like that. And he's Canadian. Kate St. Robinson. Not gonna miss you on the battlefield, that's for sure. And then we're back to the top. So let's take a look at the biographies, shall we? Oh, we actually don't need to click in there. Cassandra Allegra Portia Calogera Philomena Pentagast is a Navarin of the Royal Pentagast family and Seeker of the Chantry. Many Seekers abandoned the Chantry in response to the Advent Uprising. Cassandra, however, did not, instead remaining loyal to XCOM and Divine Commander Odd. That's cool. Edward Pike was once a loved fisherman from a small town in Norway. He used to fish in all oceans, from close by Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean. However, when the aliens invaded, all of this was taken away from him as they weirdly enough revoked his seafaring license for being too noisy. Living alone in his lighthouse made his hate towards them fester, so much so that he enlisted himself to XCOM. Now he tries to get his license back and make all the seas free to roam in. Okay. Edward Pike, the fisherman. I like that. I didn't see that coming, to be honest. Thomas Keller. Shortly after the initial alien attack on Earth of 2015, when defeat became, can't catch up, you decided to defect, based in a secret mountain hideout somewhere in the Alps. Having heard of XCOM's latest exploits... Oh, he and some other members of his reservist unit decided to defect and begin planning guerrilla operations. Having heard of XCOM's latest exploits and seeing even greater potential in their operations, he signed up for work aboard the Avenger. He has great faith in the XCOM project and would like to give his life to free Earth. Chewy Barron. Having lost everything when the aliens came, he wandered New Mexico as a handyman for 20 years until Advent raided a farm he was working at, killing everyone, and it was a slaughter. At one point, a sectoid tried to mind control him, failed, and ended up with his throat ripped out by Chewy. I like that, with his teeth. Oh. The Resistance showed up to the farm only to find Chewy covered in gore as the lone survivor and 2 Advent squads dead at his feet. Wow, he's went beast mode. Let's see what the last thing says. He was offered a spot in XCOM on the spot. Yeah, I believe it. Born and raised in Japan, Yuri is something of a wild card. With no formal training to speak of, she may be just the kind of recruit XCOM needs. I like that, straightforward, to the point. Nichols. When the invasion happened, Mitch was playing football for the biggest team in Australia, refusing to be gene-modded to compete in the Advent propaganda games. He went rogue and eventually made his way to a resistance cell. Awesome. Leonard Snake Eye Biscamp. I'm intrigued. On mission to steal alien technology. I'm actually just going to read it here. On mission to steal alien technology, his squad got ambushed by a horde of berserkers. During this fight, one of the berserkers tore his face apart, leaving him heavily scarred, one-eyed, and severely injured. After he returned home, the recently formed Advent Coalition arranged a public execution of his much-beloved wife, Laura. What? Infuriated with rage, he spent the next months fighting against the alien government until XCOM found him and immediately recruited him. Okay, so he's trying to avenge the public execution of his wife. That's scary. Easterbrook. Lucy was 4 at the time of the initial invasion. Her parents were separated, and her sister Ivy was visiting with her father at the time. She and her mother escaped the initial abduction and searched for her father and sister. Unfortunately, they were both missing. Her mother fell ill and visited an Advent clinic, but never returned. Lucy now seeks to fight in the Resistance while searching for her father and sister, wondering if they're still alive. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, missing family. Jorge, named after Argentine writer Jorge Luis Borges, Funes was born at the start of the invasion with an incredible memory. Very much like me. He grew up in the South American resistance movement to become a skilled fighter and tactician. Eventually, his comrades convinced him to join XCOM. When he's not fighting, Funes spends his time writing short diaries and drawing scenes from memory. I like that. That's cool. Unknown. I feel like we're not going to get a lot of info. Oh, many of the soldiers have heard rumors about this soldier's past. Formerly an elite member. Can I fix that? Elite member of the secret human paramilitary society known as Exalt, later joining the ranks of the original XCOM forces. He took part in the final push to eliminate the alien forces' temple ship. However, the XCOM project underestimated the alien overlords, which caused the fall of XCOM and the surrender of the planet. I like that. Polina Nova. After she got captured by alien forces, she got imprisoned and saw her friends get tortured before sent to rehabilitation. Polina planned her revenge, successfully breaking out, blowing up an Advent truck, and running through the tunnels. She did manage to kill her chasers from the shadows with their own weapon. Alright. Corentin Guinader. Corentin was a soldier in the French Special Forces when the aliens started to invade the Earth. After a few months of fighting, his unit was destroyed, but Corentin survived. He then tried to find his family, but the only thing he found was a destroyed house. That was it. Since then, Corentin never stopped killing as many aliens as he possibly could. That's why he joined XCOM. A lot of like family revenge stories I'm seeing here. Born in what was once mainland China, Mia was forced to move to Canada at a young age, where she trained as a soldier for the Advent administration, never intending to actually fight for them. Frost excels at Arctic warfare and hopes to liberate her comrades who got taken by the alien invaders. Okay. Marcus Bowl. Karak had many jobs in his former life. Some were legal, some were not. His studies of the human body provided him extensive knowledge about the proper chemical for the right situation, a knowledge he abused whenever he could. When the aliens came, he mistrusted them from the get-go. Karak can appreciate a good propaganda show as any politically interested criminal can, but this was just a lame show. Okay. Sean Parker, birth date, March 13, 2014, birthplace Toronto, Canada. Raised by two technician parents, Sean had a passion for making machines, joined up with Advent in youth in weapons engineering and machine design. However, after an extended service with the organization, he came to realize how twisted they were. He's since escaped his occupation, enlisting with XCOM along with his personal gremlin. Okay, well, let's see if you show up as a specialist. Aceless Burger. No biography. You got one now, pal. Ate them all. That's how you got your last name. Joseph Crazy Dude Zach. No biography. Not so crazy after all. So much potential there. Voper Edwards. I love this. I think this is a cool look. Maybe minus the happy faces, but having grown up during the time of the first invasion, William could remember how things used to be, and so when the Advent arose, he didn't fall for their speeches and promises. Instead, he joined with the local resistance movement, using his old online persona Voper as a nickname, and helped however he could to bring Earth back to the days he remembered from childhood, when humans led themselves and were free to decide their own fate. Cool. Jenny Jinx Carter. Rules are made to be broken, like buildings or people. Okay, I can see where you're coming from. Jaco Alpha Q Deadput. The son of the janitor of the first XCOM base, while his father has perished when attempting to kill an Archon with a broom, Jaco lives on to avenge him. His most notable acts were to punch Van Dorn in the face and live as well as deliver the commander's pizza orders, which one day led to the commander to give him a rifle while drunk and told him to die for his planet, which the naive Jaco actually thought was a real order. So Jaco suited up and learned to fight. That is hilarious, Jaco. I'm putting these guys in based on like how interesting their biographies are, I think. Kate St. Robinson, United Kingdom. Survivor of the Old War, Kate was a ranking officer within XCOM when the organization fell. She's rumored to have survived the ill-fated pre-war XCOM operation, later referred to as the Kurukai disaster. And that is all of them. That's very cool. It's very cool. Part of me, and I hope people don't take this the wrong way, but part of me is hoping, I'm considering actually changing Cassandra to somebody else, just because it's like, it's a game character, so I don't know that she needs to be here. I know somebody created the soldier, but like, yeah, I think it kind of just defeats the purpose a little bit, you know? Let's look at Pike's lucky stat. See how it's 44.9? So when we're out in the field, what we'll find is that he, it'll say like his chance to hit is whatever, but it might be X, and that X is going to be a little bit higher for him because he's quote-unquote lucky. So, very cool. Anyways, let's go to the geoscape. Let's see what soldiers are available to recruit as well. Why not? So Sam Tillman is here. We've got Akemi Matori, Roxy Redford, Alexander Reyes, Rick Fish. In his youth, Fish was already drawn to explosives.
You know,
sometimes these don't seem to load.
Be alive today if it weren't for
Will
your
Smith,
father.
not the Will Smith we know.
Something
James Wallcroft. Oh, that's
Getting the
cool
Avengers
looking.
power back online was
Nathan
a miracle.
Brown, Rose
I'm not
O'Hearn,
entirely sure how he deciphered
Christiana
their
Perez.
system, but we'd still be half buried in the sand if he hadn't.
We owe you both a debt of gratitude.
All right, what do we have here? So we've got supplies.
Commander
That's not
plotting
great.
new course.
I was really hoping for an engineer here. But we'll take what we can get. I like this, it gets a little bit more detailed. It'll also show us time remaining on missions now. So we got 49 supplies. It's not great, come on. Oh, rookies. I mean, actually, this could be a blessing in disguise because fatigue. Modular weapons should finish, there we go.
To our ongoing efforts, Commander.
So let's go ahead and grab, let's do hybrid materials next. Alien biotech, we could start to research like some of the things that we found, but truthfully, we can't even really do anything with the research. Like, if we do an Advent officer autopsy, that isn't gonna give us anything until Proving Ground. If we do a sectoid, it's psionics, but we can't really afford to rush that. Although I would like to get a lot more psionics going this campaign. So, it's something to prioritize, but I just don't think right now. So we'll go hybrid materials.
Make that research a priority, Commander. I'll notify you as soon as the report is available.
And then let's bump back.
The courage and tenacity.
Okay, new target acquired. So, let's take a look. Hopefully, yes, it's an engineer. It's Dr. Davy McDragon. Lovely. We have to recover an item from the Advent train. Operation Forgotten Dawn. This is cool. Now, one thing I want to do is, let's see. So it expires in 23 hours. Okay? And it looks like it takes about 2 hours to get there. So if we play our cards right, and I'm not sure how possible this is. These guys are all back in 1, maybe 2 days. They actually all had 8 days to begin with, so there must be some variation within there, like down to the hours. But I wonder if we could push this and maybe get 1 or 2 of these guys back. If we do it, we have a full day of scanning that we could do. I'm gonna say skip, but not really skip. So let's see. 16 hours. 11 hours. I think we're probably cutting it pretty close there. Yeah, oh, now it actually does break down to the hour here too. That's cool. So once it gets under a day, that's really helpful because we will want to do things like that. Now that we have that information. But, hey, we're gonna take out all rookies.
Regional tract.
It's gonna be awesome. There's something weird here with the time. Like it shows the right time, but then it like backs down and moves up. It's really bizarre. Let's see, who do we want to take out here? Who stood out to me? I'm gonna say, let's take out, I remember Snake Eye. I like that. Oh, and I remember how to fix this. I just reinstalled all the mods prior to starting. And I remember how to fix this. This is coming from the increased squad size mod. And there's like a weird setting in the configuration file to center them all. But yeah, anyway. I'll fix that next time. Who else do we want to take? I liked Frost's story. I think that was pretty cool. I like Sean's story. And Voper was pretty cool as well. There was a lot of good ones, don't get me wrong. But I like these all. These are fine. There's not really a whole lot that we can do. I mean, we could equip an SMG if we want to, but I don't think it's really worthwhile. So I think we'll just go with this group. Biscamp, Yang, Parker, Edwards, a whole bunch of rookies. It's a quote-unquote easy mission. Recovering an item from the Advent train should be tons of fun, and it'll go super well. If it's timed, the modification that I made, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but we're using the True Concealment mod, I think it's called, where your timer doesn't start until you're revealed. And I'm using that to offset the enemy having more enemies. So I think that's better than going in and manually configuring the timers. I think it'll be a good change just to try and draw that balance. But we'll see how things go. If we have to change it up later, we can always do so. But for now, I think we're going to be fine. So wish me luck, guys. We're taking out 4 rookies on Operation Forgotten Dawn. We'll see you then. Take care. Bye.
The world you once knew is no more. Earth is now ruled by the Advent Coalition and their alien masters.